Hey Scrubbers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Traci Designs, and it is Mix It Up Monday. So we are combining the Brighter Days collection that was released this month with the Flower Child collection, which is I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, a couple of years back anyway, those two collections. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to show you the things I'm going to do off camera, so sort of my little bit of homework before we put the process video of putting this layout together. So first and foremost, I have white cardstock, so that's going to be for my background. I have this paper here with sort of the sun rays. This is from the Brighter Days collection. I am only going to use the orange, the yellow, and the blue from this particular paper. So I'm going to actually cut this whole paper out, so I'll have the rays. I am going to distress the edges so they don't have to be perfectly cut. And then what I want to do is I'm going to put them, but only on the top part of the page. And I'm taking out, obviously, the pink, the purple, the green, and then these pink and purple down here. So what my plan is I'm going to cut these two. So I'll be distressing the edges of these two. This pink one, where that is going to be on the page, I'm going to actually use some faded Jean Distress Oxide, and I'm going to just add, I'm going to blend some ink in where the pink stripe would be, or the pink ray. The purple, I'm going to cut from this gingham tone on tone yellow, which is from Brighter Days, with the purple. The blue will be there on the page. This green stripe is going to take the place of spiced marmalade, is going to take its place, I guess I should say. So I'm going to do the same thing that I'm going to do with the blue here for the pink. So this is going to be ink colors. And then I'll have these two stripes. And then the pink here is going to be the blue again, I believe is my plan. And then this little purple down here at the end is going to be this pink, or this yellow paper again. So off camera, I'm going to cut all of these pieces out of the pattern papers and distress the edges. And I'll probably put at least color down on two of the stripes, so maybe do one on camera, probably this one down here, just so you can see what I was going for. This pattern paper here is from the Brighter Days collection as well. I am going to take my die, which is right here. It's a scallop die. I wish I could tell you where it was from, but I have no idea. And I'm gonna, this is going to sort of be the band where this paper is going to connect with the background. And I'm going to cut two of these. So I'm going to cut two of those, and there's like a little stitch line in it. But two of those will get cut from that, so I'm going to do that off camera. And then here is my photo. So I have my photo, it's going to be matted on this white, and then I'm going to cut down this gingham orange. This is from Flower Child. I'm going to cut that so it's just matted, so it just needs to be trimmed on one side. This little yellow and white diagonal stripe is from Flower Child, and then that is going to get layered up in behind here. So I'm going to glue all of these pieces together off camera, so when I come back they'll all be in place. And then these two little ribbon pieces are from the digital kit of the Flower Child collection, and those are going to get placed in here just as a little added embellishment. I do kind of plan to overlap them in behind, so they're going to come peeking out of the edges. So it's going to be matted somewhat like this, and so I'm going to do that off camera. And then here are the ephemera pieces, which we'll go over once we're putting the layout together. But off camera, I'm going to do my homework, get everything put together, and what I will have done is obviously glued my photo layers together cut this blue paper as well as this one out for the rays, and then you will have seen that I will put all of those rays on there, and I'll only need to add ink to probably one of the areas, so you get to see at least a little bit of the background coming together. So yeah, I'm going to stop the camera, I'm going to do that, and then when I come back we will go on and do a voiceover to finish up the page. Okay, we are back, and I have finished my background, at least for the sort of sun rays, and I didn't turn the camera on for when I did the inking on that background, but I was going to add some to the bottom, so it's really just the same process. I just put the colors in place, kind of traced a line of where I needed my color to show up in the rays, and added the orange and the blue, and then like I said, I'm adding some more color down here at the bottom. I kind of bring my photo in a few times to kind of make sure that you'll at least see the color peeking out around my photo. And I do, I think I do it on camera. I do add a little bit of water just to get that oxidation on the page. So now I have matted my photo with all those papers as well that I showed at the beginning, and I have that scallop border that I cut with the die, and that is going to bridge that gap, or where the papers, I should say, kind of meet on the bottom of my sun rays, so that you don't see that messy edge. Here's where I add that water, so I get that little bit of oxidation. And I did the same thing at the top with the sun rays. I am going to come in here with a little bit of ink. I do believe, I think it was shown it really quick, but that is Faded Jean, and then I have the Spice Marmalade for the orange side of my two colors. And so I'm going to add a few splatters there, and then obviously this is going to need to dry for a few moments, so we're going to go and come back, and it has dried. I've put my photo down, I've added my border, and now I am going to just go ahead and finish this layout up by adding some embellishments. And because this is Mix It Up Monday, and we're playing with the Flower Child and the Brighter Days collection, I have a combination of both. The clouds are from the Brighter Day. My title, Good Vibes, is from the Flower Child. The journaling box down there at the bottom is from Flower Child. All the hearts that I'm using on this page are all from Flower Child. The sun that's going up here in my sky is from the Brighter Days, and the sunglasses are also from the Brighter Days. So a good combination of both collections, so you can really see how well the two collections really do play together. That's what I love about Traci's collection. So many of them pair together, even though all of the story foundations for the entire year this year are definitely going to coordinate. You can see that this collection, which is a couple years old now, still coordinates perfectly with a new collection that was just released this month. So I really do love that. There's so many different bits and pieces. You can always create a very different layout and never have the same look twice. So I ended up changing out one of the hearts for a different yellow patterned heart, and once I have these items in place, I'm going to go ahead, glue these down off camera, and that is pretty much going to do it for this page. Don't forget to check out the blog, see what everyone else created with these two collections, and with that, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.